Hello and welcome, everyone. Today, we'll be discussing our chatbot application named InsightGenix. I will guide you through the necessary steps to interact with your dataset using this app. The process involves 4 main steps. Firstly, you need to upload your large language model keys. At present, we only support Azure. You have the option to either manually enter the data or to upload an env file. Here's a template for the env file. Simply copy and paste this template, replace your credentials, and upload the env file. After uploading, you can verify the status of the uploaded file through our interface. Following this, you'll be able to connect to your database. Currently, we support 3 types of datasets for upload. For demonstration, I will upload the DB file of Chinook, an open-source database. As you can see, once the file is uploaded, the relevant tables will be displayed. Let's take a look at the invoice table as an example. Here, you can see the invoice database. Now, let's move to the chat window. Here are some instructions for querying. You should add a query suffix before your question. Oh, there is an error message indicating that the table attract is unknown. It means the LLM is not familiar with our database. However, there is an option to train LLM. There are 3 training methods available: the DDL statement, SQL query, and data documentation. You can also view your training data by selecting Display Training Data. For attracts, I will paste the DDL statement for the attract table here, and in the table name field, I'll enter attract. Upon clicking Train DDL, it will be stored in my database as a vector, and it will help the LLM to recognize this table. As demonstrated, it is now stored in the database table. If you ask the same question again, it will now provide the correct answer. See, I told you we got the output. Let's attempt a more complex question. I will ask this question, and remember to prepend your query with the query suffix. I got an error again. It may be because the LLM is unfamiliar with this table and the specific column. To address this, I'll paste the DDL statement for every table of Chinook database, such as invoice, employee, invoice list, artist, etc. Until the time I fast forward through this part of the video. Next, I will try to train LLM using the SQL query option and the database documentation method. You can input your question and their respective correct SQL queries so the LLM learns how to respond accurately. Additionally, you can provide documentation about your database, such as table descriptions, explaining, for instance, the purpose of the customer table and its contents. This information will be stored in your training database as a vector. As you can see, all the training data is now displayed here. Let's try to ask the same question again. Yeah, got the correct answer. So, whenever you face a column, table, or context issue, you can add training examples and DDL to let the LLM know about your database. Now, let's move on to the second part: how you can derive insights from the output table and SQL query. To generate insights from your above question's output, add an insight suffix before your query. This will produce insights based on the information contained in your database and the output table. So, it generates some insights based on the above question's output. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comments section below.